All right, Bucking Over, episode 8. We have an absolutely electric show lined up. Episode, game 3 of the Pirates Nationals. Over-unders at 9 for the day. Our daily overs are 3, 2, and 2. The total wins for the season is at 3 out of 65. Bryce Wilson on the bump versus Josh Rogers. Ben Gamel and Wright making all kinds of plays happen. The electric Juan Soto. He is fun to watch, absolutely. And let's not all forget, baseball is 9 innings. Let's get into the Bucking Over. All right, so we have game 3, Pirates Nationals. First inning, nothing happens. And this might be the first time all year that the Pirates haven't given up a run in the first inning. It's really quite astounding how often they've been behind out the gate. In the second inning, Alcides Escobar doubled home Maikel Franco 1-0. And then later in that inning, the bottom of the second, Andrew Knapp doubled, and that scored Marisnick. And then on the throw, Knapp took third, and what that caused the Nationals to do was to bring the infield in, giving Cole Tucker a chance, and he slapped one over the drawn-in infield, floated one into center, and that scored Knapp. So it's 2-1 Pirates. In the fifth inning, Juan Soto hit what I can only describe as a trick shot home run. A line drive out to right field in between. So you have the stands where everyone's sitting, and then you come down the stands and you walk through like a little tunnel to get to the concourse, to get to the concessions. Juan Soto hit a line drive through that hole and into the river. I don't know if it was on the fly. If it was the greatest home run I've ever seen in my life. But I don't think it probably was. But if I was a Nationals fan, I would say that it was. That ball went so fast and got out of there so quick. I think the Nationals announcer said it got out in 0.2 seconds. But that was crazy. Yeah, ended up in the Allegheny. I don't know if it was on the fly or not, but it was very entertaining. That was in the fifth inning. In the bottom of the fifth, Michael Chavis singled, and he scored Brian Hayes to make it 3-2, and kind of hit a lull. And I'm, starting to think, the over's not going to hit. I crack a beer. I start working on other projects I have going on. And in the bottom of the eighth, Michael Chavis comes up and rips a triple. And he hustles. And it was a triple to left field. It wasn't like it was in right field. Gets to third on the triple. Stands up. Let's fucking go. Does the whole thing. And then Diego Castillo comes up and gets his first Major League RBI. So congrats to him. With a little single to left. So it makes it 4-2. And you're thinking, okay, 4-2. Still not hitting 9 runs. The bases end up getting loaded, and Knapp comes up, and there was a botched double play. Ground ball to short, got the out at second, wild throw to first. Josh Bell couldn't get it, and the ball, skips away. 2-run score, 6-2. That's the end of the inning. So now you're at 8 runs, and now you're thinking, okay, we have Nelson Cruz, we have Juan Soto, we have Josh Bell. If someone just runs into one, we're pushing. And if somebody runs into one with somebody on base, we're cashing. So Chris Stratton's pitching because Bednar pitched in the tail end of the 7th and into the 8th because it was a high leverage. It was only 3-2 at that point. So you want to use your best pitchers in like the higher leverage situations. That's the new age way of thinking. It's not just strictly 9th inning, you're in. So Stratton's pitching. Josh Bell slaps a little bloop. You have Soto on second, and I forget who's on third, but Josh Bell, a little bloop shot, 6-3. So now we're pushed. We went from a loss to a push. And then Keibert Ruiz comes up and hits a ground ball. Looks like it's going to be a double play, but lucky for overs bettors, he hustled his ass, got down the line, beat out the double play, 6-4, Bucking over, we cashed. And then to end the game, fly ball out to right to Ben Gamel, who made not one, but two just great diving catches. They said on the broadcast, sometimes sometimes MLB players, they dive, they don't need to dive. They kind of do it as like a show off or to make the highlight reels. Ben Gamel had to dive. He did it, and he made two great catches out there, and it just was so fitting because he's such a all-around just ball player. He's not a specialty, particularly powerful. He does it all. And the game ended, fly out to right, Ben Gamel, 6-4. Bucks win. They get their fourth win on the season. They're back to 500. The over cashed. It's a double win. And it went from being kind of a mediocre, the Pirates won, but to just awesome. And that's what's so great about baseball, and that's what I love about baseball. It's 9 innings. It's 27 outs. It doesn't matter. There's no time clock, obviously. There's just, you keep going until you get all the outs. And it's never over, until it's over, as Yogi once said. Corbin Hayes, again, 2 for 4, making defensive plays. I think he almost fell into the dugout on one catch. Michael Chavis, 3 for 4. The dude is just, he's hitting out of his mind right now. Had that triple, just hustled around the bases. And on the other side, Juan Soto. I mean, that's one great thing about getting to play most of the National League, or all of the National League, is that you get to see these electric players. Like Juan Soto, he had that home run, like I said earlier, line drive through the stands into the river. Then later in the game, it was later in the game, he fly ball to left, kind of in that north side notch area, and he tagged from first to get to second. And it's those like heady plays that he loves the game and he loves to play. And then in the ninth, they had the shift on him, and what does he do? He slaps the ball the other way, gets a single. Or it was a double, actually, because, that went to left field. So just watching him play baseball, he's so good. He's a superstar. And, it's a shame the Nationals and their, financial situation. My friend sent this to me. I mean, they have $230 million in deferred player compensation this year. Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg. They have about $500 million in debt. I don't know how they're going to build a team around Juan Soto. I mean, I'd hate to see him get traded. If you're a Nationals fan, you don't want to see him leave. He's that good of a player. You want him to be there for life, but it's just, what happened from 2019 and it just flipped and now it's here. Oh well, we got one more game tomorrow. Sunday day game, Kids Day. Go on and get your poster if you got some kids. Over under right now, as of the recording, is 8.5. Patrick Corbin against Jose Quintana. Jose Quintana had a great start his first time out. He got tagged with the loss, but only has a 1.69 ERA from his first start, so pretty good. Would like to see him do well again. And Patrick Corbin 0-2, 10.8 ERA. I wouldn't let that fool you though. I'm going to share a little story real quick. My last year was my dad's 60th birthday. Took him out to D.C. He's never been out there. We went and saw Nationals. Ended up playing the Pirates on his birthday. And got a hotel right next to the stadium, which I highly recommend. If you ever go out of town, just pay the extra money. Get the hotel right next to the ballpark. You could walk over, drink as much as you want, walk back. This one had a rooftop bar. You could look into the stadium. It was pretty fantastic. So Patrick Corbin was the pitcher that day, and he went 8 1/3 with a shutout into the ninth. Ended up giving a run, and they pulled him. 7 Ks. Pirates got whomped 8-1, so kind of a bummer night for us, but it was very cool to go see another ballpark, kind of, take in some sights and do that kind of stuff. But yeah, Patrick Corbin tomorrow. He's got a 10.8 ERA. Don't let that fool you. He is very capable of shutting down the Pirates. 8.5 scares me a little bit, but I'm still, taking the overs every time. We are at 4-2-2 on the daily overs. Season win total at 4. I don't know if there's a pattern there. That's something I'll have to keep track of. If the over hits, the win total goes up. That I'll have to look into. But yeah, this is, nights like this is why I love gambling. because you're dead to rights, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, rising from the ashes or the grave or whatever metaphor you want to use, and you cash, and it's great. And we got another game tomorrow, 1:35. Baseball just keeps giving. If you want to see the video on this, it's on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter. And, baseball. Let's do this again tomorrow. This was fun.